The first design tool that you need to know for software design development is the problem statement. The problem statement is a brief one-page, no more than 2 pages, document that clearly states to the person buying the program or supporting the program what they'll be getting for their money and time. This statement should have 3 areas to it. It should include a brief purpose, which is an overview, a brief description of what the intended program will do. A system boundary. This is basically where the limits are in terms of the program. It's really important that this is very clear. And then finally, we have the specifications, and this includes any proposed hardware, data, software, procedures, or personnel. If we look at the example that's attached inside this YouTube presentation, you can see that we have a fixed speed camera example. So the first bit here, which says the purpose of a fixed speed camera is to enforce the speed limits on New South Wales roads. Fixed speed cameras will be placed on sections of roads that are considered black spots or pose a significant risk to drivers and or pedestrians. So this statement very clearly states who is the sponsor and also what the reason is behind a proposed program. The second section, which is the system boundary, will cover more detail on where the limits are. So system boundary, which is in green, fixed speed cameras will be operated and maintained by the Road and Maritime Service. They will be responsible for enforcing speed limits of any vehicle that is registered to use Australian roads. This includes but not limited to bikes, cars, trucks, buses and special vehicles, for example, registered tractors. These vehicles can be registered in any state or territory within Australia. So this section this section actually covers the sponsor, but also covers the areas of responsibility. So you can see in this example here that it covers any vehicle that's registered to use Australian roads and any future vehicles that may come out. And yeah, basically it's responsible for the Roads and Maritime Service. So this part is really important to avoid scope creep or any other issues further down the track. Finally, we have the hardware requirements, the hardware, software, personnel, and procedure requirements. So you can list these out. So here you can see fixed speed cameras will need to be able to operate 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So you know that this has to run all year round. Fixed at a location that monitors one direction of traffic. Determine the legal speed limit based on the time of day. There are 3 categories of speed limits: normal, school, and special, for example, double demerits. And then finally, capture and store details of any vehicle exceeding the legal speed limit. So you can see here overall that problem statements are designed to succinctly describe what will the requirements be for the future program. Attached to this presentation, there's a worksheet, and there's 2 other examples you can complete, which is ATM and self-checkout machine. So ATM refers to where obviously you draw money out of a machine. And self-checkout machine, I would suggest using something like a supermarket as example, like when you go to Woolies or Coles. If you've got any questions, please let me know.